all stay fit this fall. So we have some tips for staying safe if you plan on going door to door with the little ones tonight. Also, how to return to fall athletics after summer away from the sports scene, and how to know if your sports injury needs medical attention. Joining us this morning is Dr. Marissa Sue, pediatric orthopedic surgeon and assistant professor at Yale School of Medicine. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us this morning. As everybody gets ready for that real fun trick-or-treating tonight, what are some ways kids can avoid injuries when they're running from door to door at night?
That's a great question. Halloween is a great holiday. Ways to stay safe, definitely wearing shoes with some good traction. They might not always go with the costume, but they're definitely the best way to prevent injury. And making sure costumes are appropriate length. So a nice, easy hemming right across so then you don't trip across your ghost costume would go a long way in making sure that you're safe. And lastly, being mindful of things that are in your way. So wet leaves, steps as you're going up and down to houses, bringing with you a flashlight or even using your phone while you navigate the neighborhood. All things to make sure that you don't take a
Yeah.
tumble while you're having fun.
Doctor, some student athletes may be returning to fall sports after taking the summer off from the real serious hard training. How can they prevent overuse injuries when they start to get back into the game?
Yeah. This is such an exciting time to be an athlete. So I would recommend, even though you have all this pent up excitement from the summer, starting slow. You might have to decrease your weights, mileage, or pitch counts by even 10 to 20% from where you were when you ended your season in the summer. And I also recommend incorporating a lot of cross training and conditioning so then you're not just doing the motions and actions that you're doing in your sport. And lastly, don't neglect things like mobility work, flexibility, yoga, Pilates. Those are all great and go a long way towards preventing injury for you.
Yeah, that stretching is really key. Dr. Sue, for athletes who may have suffered an early season injury and are already trying to kind of push through that injury, what's the advice for treating an injury without missing out on a whole lot of playing time?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love this question. So, I think the best answer is come see an orthopedic surgeon or a
Mm,
sports medicine specialist. We have the expertise to know that certain injuries you can play through with a brace or some sort of, immobilization, but other injuries are more serious and can have long-term health effects on you. And we're very sensitive to how short the season is. We want you to get back as soon
yeah.
as you can. But of course, we want to balance that so you can make an informed decision on whether or not to sit out the season or sit out for just a few weeks. But we want you to succeed as much as you do. And so we have the expertise to help you make that decision as to what kind of injury this is.
So important to see a doctor to avoid that long-term injury if you make a mistake, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Dr. Sue, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you.
So thank you for having me.
All right.